Oh my gosh, guys. Okay, so I thought I was done. But also we are always in constant communication. But with spirit, with source. But I was just getting ready. I'm about to go outside. It's sunset. I'm about to go outside and relax and watch the sunset. But I just heard this song come up in my mind. Guys, when songs pop up for you, that is you kind of tuning into a frequency of an energy, and then your mind kind of plucks out the thing you're most familiar with, kind of that reminds it of that. So that's why like randomly songs kind of pop up or feelings will pop up. So that's one way to know that you are in constant communication with source. So this song came up for me, Christina Aguilera, that All I Want to Do, when she's like, all I wanna do, come over here, baby. Right, like that whole like, you know, summertime, summer love. She is powerful, she is beautiful, right? She's like, come over here, baby. You know you make me go crazy. Right? Like, so I just heard this I just heard Divine Feminine singing to Divine Masculine, just saying, you know what, like, boy, come over here. Like, come over here. Like, you know that you do it for me. You know that you do it for me. So just come on over here. All right. So source, divine spirit, divine feminine energy, any other messages you want to share with the divine masculine. I hear you singing to him, girl, like telling him, like, boy, would you please get out of your head, like get out of your own way and just come on over here. Look, y'all, I can't even. Like, just come on over here. All right. Divine feminine, any other like that might have been what she wanted to say, which was just, boy, come over here. Look, we me and her can't even stop. We can't even stop cutting up. Like, boy, come over here. You know you the one. You know you do it for me. You know I do it for you, right? Like, you know who do it for you. Like, you could go out and meet them other girls, talk to those other girls, and they're nice. Like, 'cause we done with that women hating shit, ladies. We're done with that. We're done with that man hating shit. We're done with that. So Mother Isis, like, what messages do you have for him? Yeah, I ain't gonna play because all three of these cards just sat there and said, come over here. She said, heal your inner child. Deal with your stuff, she said, divine feminines. Deal with your stuff. Just pack up your baggage so that man can come over here and just have fun and be in bliss and not have to worry about the landmines of your history. Heal her, talk to her, love her, hug her, give her what she needs, honor her, because this is the earlier version of her. So if this woman is this empress, then this is her princess. Like, don't disrespect her, don't deny her, don't, if she hungry, if she's tired, if she's cold, honor her, you know? And raise her up into this empress energy. So Mother Isis, divine master teacher, she says, power over 7 scorpions. You are being initiated into the magic of conjuring so as to have power to affect lower vibrational forces through your own will and spoken word. So what I hear there is you are in control. Like, you are the master of your own destiny, and you control that power to lift yourself out of low vibrational feelings and frequencies and situations, right? So like low vibrational feelings are like jealousy, rage, hate, anger, feeling trapped, feeling despair, feeling hopeless, being nihilistic with life, just being down in the dumps, or just generally carrying this energy like, woe is me type of thing. You have the ability to conjure up the power to affect that low vibrational energy and lift yourself up out of it. You have the power over all 7 of those scorpions. And it says, through your own will and spoken word, you are guided to use this powerful gift with compassion and discernment, just like you would for a child, with mercy and non-judgment. You can then manage any toxicity in your life swiftly and with great effect. So like somebody said to me earlier, like, oh my God, you look like you are so drama free right now. Sis, Lies they told. No, I'm actually in a very much crisis situation in a few areas of my life right now. But I'm laughing and smiling because I know it's all divinely led. I know it is all from source. It's all a lesson. And as long as I keep centering, tending to her, tending to my little inner child, talking to her, finding out why she's mad, why is she throwing temper tantrums, what is triggering her, what does she need? The more that I center that conversation with her, the more that I get to express this full Empress energy as a divine feminine. So I'm gonna imagine, since we are both two sides of the same coin, that my divine masculines, go to your inner child, talk to him, find out what is going on with him. When did it, if you feel triggered by certain things that are coming up in your life right now, folks, like, go to your inner child and ask them, when's the first time that happened for me? When's the first time somebody denied me? Maybe your boss, maybe you spent a lot of time putting together a report and your boss didn't read it, and that really pissed you off, and it made you feel down, made you feel worthless, and then you feel stupid because you're like, why do I feel worthless? It's just a report, and who was he? Right? Like, so you're going through all this emotion, all this really childlike energy. Talk to her. Like, who was the first person that denied you? Who told you you weren't good enough? Who told you didn't matter? Who told you all the effort that you put into it was for naught? Heal that. Talk to her about that, because we know a couple different truths about that now, right? We know sometimes that is people being assholes. Sometimes people being jerks. Sometimes he just didn't have time. Like, maybe it wasn't a priority for him just because it was a priority for you. So it could be a million different things, good or bad, light and dark. But that tendency to swing into the ultra low vibration, or the other direction, that tendency is within your control, and you tend to that by tending to your inner child, your original self in this environment. And so the next card, and I pulled three, nope, she said 4 cards. She said all 4 of those cards are for you. So the next card that came out for me, oh my God, guys, look. So earlier we saw the divine feminine backing up the divine masculine, but look where we are now. 2 sides of the same coin, right? So now we have that divine masculine coming in and watching the back and being the shadow, the overseer, if you will. Or I don't want to see the word overseer because that feels like like he's in command of her. But he's behind her. He's guiding her. He's carrying her. She's doing her damn thing, right? And he's looking at her like, look at my baby. But also fully in his power, knowing that she's out there and part of her glory is him. Right? Part of her glory is the divine masculine. So the next card says divine sunchild. Blessing, and we keep seeing this sunlight, right? These sun logos. We keep seeing that show up in these cards with Isis. Divine sunchild. Blessings of the sun flow to you now. It is time to allow your life to flourish without limits and let your light burn bright without veil. Just like the midsummer sun burning without contest in the Egyptian desert, it is your time to shine bright. So divine sunchild, divine feminine, divine masculine. Step out, show out, be your full authentic self. Isis is telling you, you are divine. This is you. This is you. And this is you. Like, and this is you, This is you. Step into that. You earn that. That is coming and flowing into you. All right, the 4th song. She said, come over here, baby. Come over here. And he's saying the same thing. I'm on my way. And we got watchers. We got lookouts. We got community. We are ready. We face anything together. The next card that came out, y'all ain't gonna even speak on there. Y'all tell me what y'all got out of that card. Okay? Pyramid of light and psychic protection. As a being of light, darker energies may at times seek to interfere with your spiritual progress. What? Did Isis just tell her? Did Mama just say y'all got haters sometimes? She said, and who cares? They may try to interfere with your spiritual progress. There is nothing to fear, and only more awareness of the power and protection of the divine love to experience. So there's going to be haters. There's going to be obstacles. There's going to be things that come up against you in your spiritual awakening, your spiritual journey, and your progress. But Mother Isis said, why are you pressed? Like, it's okay. You are always divinely protected. You are always divinely led. And you always have everything that you need to do whatever it is that you need to do. She said, there is nothing to fear and only more awareness of the power and protection of the divine love to experience. The pyramid of light confirms that energies have been causing interference with your path, and it is now time for that interference to create or to cease completely through loving divine power. So the pyramid of light is showing up for us. And y'all, I just bought this not even a hot second ago. Not a hot second ago. At the gym store, this pyramid, and one of the reasons why I was drawn to it is because it was, first of all, so crystal clear and light and has this beautiful gold going through it, but that there was just this consistent foundation building, right? You have the foundation of the pyramid itself, and then this melanin colored, copper colored coil that is kind of pulling things up from the base and into the head, into the crown, and shooting that information up. And so, but that's how I was drawn to it. Imagery follows us everywhere, guys. Okay? Pick up what resonates. So she's saying things are going to come up and they're going to have interference, and that's over now. That's done. All the interference is done. Everything that's flowing into you now is just a straight lit. You learn the lessons and we are on takeoff. Okay? We are on takeoff. All right. The last card that I pulled was this beautiful Ankh. Okay, and it says ancient power mysteries. And I kid you not, I was just getting ready to say, like when we looking at things like moon, sun, calendars, time, energy, personalities, pyramids, things of that nature, you have a deeper knowledge than you're conscious of. These things resonate with you, not just because, maybe you saw this when you were in the 3rd grade in a history book, but because you saw this a couple lifetimes ago. You may have been here. You may have been here when this was happening. So ancient power mysteries. The oracle guides you to honor the power of your voice, whether through spoken or sung words, or through what you write, speak about, or stand for symbolically. You have potentially very powerful healing voice, and you are guided to recognize responsibility that you have for what you proclaim through your voice. So this moved really intricately through me today, and that's why I'm now on my 2nd video that I haven't even uploaded, not even finished putting my YouTube together, because I've heard this so many times, like, keep singing, keep talking, your voice is so soothing, your voice is so beautiful, when you sing, when you talk, when you write, you're so eloquent. I hear that all the time. And us sun logos are us divine feminines and divine masculines that are sun logos children we are really masters like that. Like, we're jack of all trades. Our voices are soothing. People we're pretty. Like, people are attracted to us. They feel like they describe us like that light. Like, we're always giving. This just who you are. It's how we were, honestly, y'all. And we know it. It's how you were raised. And when I say raised, I don't mean necessarily in this physical 3D lifetime, but over your lifetime, this is how you were raised. And whether you were raised this way in this current life, you found ways to know that wasn't right. It didn't sit right with you from the beginning. Right? Like, if you had, really traumatic childhoods, maybe your parents were on drugs, or you were living with different family members, or, going through different traumas, something in you knew that even though that was what was happening around you all the time, that was not the reality of the way life was supposed to be. And maybe Source sent different friends or family members or teachers or coaches or, different people into your life to demonstrate that to you for brief periods of time or for long periods of time. But you grew up knowing that what you grew up in wasn't accurate. And we came here and chose those difficult scenarios for each other, for ourselves, to learn the lessons. And I think what that lesson was that this is you, no matter what the storm is, no matter what is happening, this is the circle of life. This is the reflection of all things, and that is you. So you were always a divine feminine. You were always a high priestess. Whether you were treated as such, maybe they did, maybe they didn't. But where we are now is that we've learned the lesson of that. We've learned why, right? Because we have all these, hold on, where'd she go? Because we have all these traumatized, unhealed inner children running around, right? That's why we talk about adults act like kids, because they are. They're letting their inner child run rampant, Like, their inner child is that kid in the store that's knocking over stuff at 7-Eleven, and his mama is in the background not paying him no mind, right? His mama don't look like this, right? She's off paying attention to what she's paying attention to, and she just, they just having a ball, throwing things on the floor and being upset, right? So if that parent, and we need to talk to that child, get that child. If we tend to that child, we see less and less and less of that showing up in the world. So do yourself a favor, because you've been doing this. Keep doing this, and keep recognizing as you move out in the world, you're dealing with everybody else's inner child too. You know, you that's player number one. This player number two at the master level. Okay? So tend to her, tend to him, tend to them. Love them, cherish them, send the joy for them. Teach them how to work hard. Teach them about diligence, obedience, respect, as it makes you feel good. Because there's going to be different versions of that for everyone, right? Some people, what will make them feel good is being all vegan. Some people want to just eat whole foods, just real foods, you know? Some people want to pick up something from McDonald's, whatever it is true for you and that makes you feel good. Keep going after that. Keep going after that. If it's working 4 hours a day, do that. If it's working 16 hours a day, do that. As long as you're assenting your health and happiness, do what this individual, authentic expression of God wants you to do. Thank you, guys. I think that is all that I have. I'm gonna, listen, we're talking about that inner child, inner healing. I'm gonna go to Mr. Beauty's Easy Tarot, and I'm gonna ask Spirit, do you have any other, did we wrap it up, or did you have any other messages that you wanted to deliver about us always having been in our power? And y'all ain't gonna play. I'm about to be done. I ain't even finished asking the question. I'm gonna be done. So Queen of Wands comes out, another queen sitting on her throne, in her mastery, vibrant and magnetic, her voice. What did they say? Vibrant and magnetic, her voice, her word, the way she carries herself, the way she looks. It's attractive. It's attracting. You start building stuff right now in this energy, y'all. Things are gonna magnify for you so fast. Things that would have taken you so much longer to do in another time and another energy. Oh my God. It says Queen of Wands, vibrant, magnetic, determined woman, generous, philanthropic, business, popular, ambition, political, good advice, valuable assistance. This is that girl. This is that man. This is that friend that everybody goes to that looks like they have their shit together. And right, we talked about that. It doesn't mean they always do. She could be having a whole crisis right now, but you don't know nothing about it. Because look how she presented herself and how she coming out here in the world. And this is how she feels in that crisis. Like when we see that meme with the little guy sitting in the fire, he's like, it's fine. But he's really fine. Because he knows those flames are not going to touch him. He is divinely protected. And he has all the tools he needs to be this vibrant, magnetic leader of the people around him. Right? People are going to talk about him and her for generations to come. That they returned that sense of duty, that sense of compassion. He right there. Y'all, I'm not going to sit here and make this up. He was sitting right on top. Y'all could see him before I saw him. He's sitting right there, Knight of Wands. He's sitting right there. Look at him. He was like, girl, where you going? Where you going? He says, energetic, compassionate, lustful, adventurous, charming, creative, news of travel, home or work, driven, goal-oriented, fiery young man. This man is out here about to put it up. He said, girl, where you going? He is about to do the thing. He coming in with everything, protection, romance, gifts, whatever she wants. We talking about a dowry. He coming in, he said, I can match this energy. And that's what listen, and I'm going to end on this. And that's what I'm talking about when I'm talking about you need to find somebody on your level that matches your energy. Because the other half of you that's going to come in, when it comes in, it's coming in where you are. So if you are complete and in your mastery and feeling it and being good and feeling good out in the world, treating people with compassion and love and empathy, mastering yourself, mastering your money, mastering your health, your wellness, your spirituality, and your counterpart is going to hear that vibration and ripple into this in the world, and he's going to come. And divine masculine, he on the way. He's going to show up as required. So if you only required him to be half-assed, you only require him not to communicate, you only require him to, spread his seed all over the world, then that's what he's going to do. And that's what brings you joy. That's that. But if you're requiring what she's requiring, he's going to come in with it. I promise you. So if there's anyone, anything, job, person, color, piece of clothes, knick-knack you picked up, if there's anything that is not jiving with this energy in your life, get it out, because as soon as you remove it, here goes the better version. He's coming. It's on the way, and it's coming to a theater near you very soon. All right, guys, that's all I have. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. Blessings and love and light to you all.